Welcome to Psychopinion. This is our March Madness Directors Edition. We will be having all of the best horror directors facing off against one another until we find out who truly is the best horror director. This is the semi-final round. So stay with us and let's see who wins this thing. You know, you're a real jerk if you don't subscribe.
And now for a recap.
If you've been paying attention, or with us up till now, I'm sure you get the gist. We're going to show you two directors, a bracket, discuss who we think will win, and then reveal the winner. We're very excited to see who comes out on top at the end of all of this. Also, please subscribe, and if you like what you're seeing, hit the like button. Yeah, do that shit.
And right now is our battle between Clive Barker, Mr. Hellraiser himself, and one of my all-time favorites. And it's not Tobe Hooper, it's not George Romero. Can you guys guess who?
There's no guessing involved, but yes.
Yeah, we have a sheet that says
We have the
name.
answers.
Well, I'm so sorry you guys cheat. I work with a bunch of cheaters. The answer is M. Night Shyamalan. M. Night Shyamalan. One of my all-time favorites. I love this guy. A lot of people go either way with this guy. I mean, a lot of people dislike him.
I will say
Me personally.
Yeah, for me personally, with him, he has some amazing movies and he has some absolute just horrific movies that miss the mark so bad, in my opinion. But I think he's certainly got much more iconic, or many more iconic movies than he does have bad ones. But like Lady of the Water, it comes to mind as one of the maybe the worst movies I've ever even put my eyes on before.
Damn.
It was so terrible. Like, I mean, and I own the thing. I bought it for like $1 at a movie gallery.
Oh,
when
$1.
It was going out of business.
Did you buy it after you saw it?
I did, and I was like,
Wow.
it's because I was trying to put a collection together for him, and I was like, I don't even need this. $1 is too much. So just
Damn, $1 is too much.
Yeah.
That's a shining.
I think what I probably did was threw the movie away, took the sleeve out of the case, and used it for something that I burned.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like that's how bad it was. But anyway, yeah, Shyamalan's got some amazing stuff. But I'm intrigued to hear what movies were listed as his kind of top three, because he does have some bangers.
Well, the top three based on popularity for this one, for M. Night Shyamalan are going to be The Sixth Sense, of course. We all knew that one was going to be there. That's how we ended up with the Shyamalan twist. Split and Signs.
Very interesting.
So, and then Clive Barker, totally different kind of movies than Shyamalan. Very, very different directors.
Very different.
Hellraiser, Lord of Illusion, and one of my all-time favorites, and that's why this is hard for me at all, Candyman.
Yeah.
Because everybody knows that Tony Todd is like one of my heroes of horror. So, and of course, Candyman was Tony Todd's best. Obviously, I mean, just incredible.
Lots of candy.
Oh, just so good.
Yeah.
So this one is tough for me, and I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go, and then I'll kind of tell you where I'm at.
I really do love Candyman. I saw that at a drive-in movie.
Oh, that would have been so good.
That's a great drive-in movie.
It was at the Starlight Drive-in. I can't like in Lewisburg.
That's awesome.
Or something.
Was it like redone, or was that like back in the
No,
day?
it was the original. It was really incredible.
That would have been so good.
That's so cool.
I'm jealous.
It was.
Me too.
It was really good. But I don't know. Nothing really beats that feeling after you've seen Sixth Sense. Like just that realization. That was just an incredible thing. I do really. I think. I know this has nothing to do with it, but just kind of my love for M. Night is that I think Jordan Peele, if he got really good, I think he could be an M. Night Shyamalan, because I think that I see there's similar movies, but M. Night Shyamalan, he has another gift, to just kind of, when he does it good, that it's really incredible. Like The Village was just really incredible.
One
And
of
when
my
he
favorites.
does it, yeah, and when
Village is great.
Yeah.
when he gets it, he delivers. So
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to go with M. Night.
Okay, that's very respectable. Very, very respectable, and great reasons why. Jen?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna pick a loser probably. um, I'm gonna be the odd person out, I'm sure. I am picking Barker.
Okay.
Candyman is just one of my favorites. It would definitely go on, one of my top lists. I don't know, top 50. I have a lot,
Horror movie
My list
fans,
is
like,
long.
you can't, there's no top
Yeah.
5 for a horror movie fan.
Exactly. Um, and I really love Hellraiser as well, from way back. So those two by itself definitely tip the scales for me, because I'm actually not that big of an M. Night Shyamalan fan. I did love The Sixth Sense. Split was good.
Yes.
Signs had some good drama moments.
Yeah.
I appreciated some of the drama, the family, whatever, dynamic. Some cool stuff was done in it, but I didn't actually like Signs that much. Sorry.
You know what's funny about Signs is like a lot of people that I've talked to that are like my oldest daughter's age, Brittany, like close to 30. Uh, they all were scared of that one scene in Signs where the
What?
alien like walks by.
That horrible scene?
It
Yeah,
was
the,
it was
Laughable.
grainy. There was nothing
It was
scary about
horrible.
it, but it was and there
Jump
was
scare,
something
maybe.
about it that
Yeah.
people found uh, scary. But um,
Well,
I would
I
say,
remember a
I'm an
previous
alien and I
episode. That's
wasn't
in
scared.
the previous episode. That's in like the top 10 all
yeah,
time scariest moments in
moments.
movies.
I know, and I don't get
Yeah,
that.
that was so
I
weird.
definitely don't get
I
that.
don't get it either.
I would
Don't get it
say
at all.
I would say that although some of his movies, in my opinion, have fallen extremely short, uh, the ones that don't really excel for Shyamalan. And so I think that I enjoy his plots more, like the way that his story unravels, and
Yeah.
it kind of keeps you on the edge of your seat. And it's not just for that like sixth sense moment where you're kind of shaken by what's happened. You didn't see it coming, but
Mm.
like The Village, for example, that movie was beautifully written. I mean, it was awesome. Uh,
Yeah.
but then you take some of these other ones like the Brittany said, don't go see Trap. She said that was pretty bad, but
I liked it.
did
I liked
did
it.
you like it?
I did.
But I don't know. You got like, I mean, he's done so many of them. Old was it was okay. The what was it? Devil, the one in the elevator was all right.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah.
but I mean, he's got some big ones that I think kind of outweigh for me the balance of the two. And with Clive Barker, I think his kind of MO is completely different. Like he's more of kind of an in your
Yeah.
face kind of shock and awe type of uh, director. I think a lot of the movies I've seen with him, at least, less maybe like Candyman, which had a pretty cool story to it, but they seem more not so much plot driven as they are visual, uh, like kind of
Yeah.
graphic visuals. And so
Mm.
for me, I would pick Shyamalan over the two for that.
Fair enough.
All very, very good and valid points. This one is difficult for me, guys, and it's difficult for me because I have to fight off my love for Candyman and how just it's one of those classic horror movies, and Tony Todd is my dude. And of course, Clive Barker's also done Hellraiser, which I mean, that in its own rights is just a huge franchise. But, and I've said this before, and I'll try to make it quick, but first of all, the Sixth Sense feeling Liza and Steve were talking about, I think that is one feeling that if everybody had a choice, they would want back to feel again for the first time, because that was that was to me. I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen a movie where I was just like, holy shit, like the way I felt when I saw that
Yeah.
for the first time. And I mean, if I could like literally buy that feeling back and watch it again, I would, just because it was so amazing. But I'm gonna go with Shyamalan, of course, because you all know he's one of my favorites. Even though I hate to say it because I don't want to put down my man Todd, but Shyamalan swings for the fences every time. He may occasionally strike out, like Lady in the Water, but the guy comes up with new stuff. He's doing new and interesting things all the time. A lot of directors don't do that.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about
And
Knock at the Cabin. I mean, that was a great movie too.
Knock at the Cabin was amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy he does new things, and I love it. I love it, and I could go on about it forever, and I'm not going to. So Shyamalan. So Jen is the odd man out with Barker. Rest of us are Shyamalan and Ding Dongs, and we'll see what the results are. A 10-point difference in favor of Shyamalan.
I mean, he's one of those guys that I would venture to say that if you asked virtually anybody over 15 years old in the United States, have you ever heard of M. Night Shyamalan? They might not be able to tell you that he was a director, but they've heard of his name. Like, he's that synonymous
Yeah.
with just, everything.
Well, even just the memes and the jokes about the Shyamalan twist. I mean,
Yeah.
that's become
What a
like
twist.
a a societal thing as it is, or what I'm looking for there. It's a thing.
Right up there with the Rickroll.
Yeah, right up there with the it really kind of is, yeah, with our generation's Rickroll. So, with that being said, we've got M. Night Shyamalan going up against Peele in the in the semifinals, and then we also have Eggers versus Romero. So once again, for you guys to tune in next week, we've got Del Toro versus Carpenter, Polanski versus Cronenberg. I think it's going to be some really interesting things happening there, and I appreciate everybody listening and watching. And this has been a lot of fun for me. I hope it has been for my co-hosts here. This has been a really enjoyable episode for me. I've had a lot of fun.
Been a good one.
Yeah, and continue to have fun with us. Subscribe, like, comment. I would love to hear who you guys think should be in this bracket. I would love to hear your opinions on who you think was robbed, or who you think or who you're glad won. I mean, and even then, tell us who you think should win the whole thing. Thank you.
This has been Psychopinions March Madness Directors Edition. Thank you for watching, and please come back to see our next bracket's great face-off. See you soon!